Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is HELMETFIRE. Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be talking about Path of Exile 2, and my God, have they put out an insane amount of information for their early access that's about to come up. So let's get into it. We're going to go straight to their website here, and I'll probably let some B-roll footage play too, but we're going to look at this a little bit for now. So really, I'm not going to read this whole thing in its entirety because it's absurd. What I want you to do is when you're done watching this video and listen to me ramble, I want you to go to their Steam page or pathofexile.com and look at this update. If you are an ARPG fan, a Diablo fan, Path of Exile fan, any game that falls within that genre, if you haven't ever played Path of Exile or you dabbled a little bit, when I tell you my excitement level is through the roof, I'm not lying. So the developers put out like an over hour long video going through all the gameplay stuff you can expect in early access. This article is probably a summation of that, and we're going to talk about a little bit about it. But before we do, hit the like button, shoot me a comment, let me know if you're excited about Path of Exile 2, if you're going to be playing early access, which is in literally December 6th, so very, very soon. Let me know in the comments what you think, and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. So early access. So let's just read a couple of things. This is their FAQ, and when I tell you it's a long page, it's a really long page. And again, I'm not going to read everything. We're going to go through a couple of these things. So it says, when does early access start on all platforms? It's going to launch early access at 11 a.m. 11 a.m. Pacific on December 6th, and check your local times. It says, unfortunately, Path of Exile 2 will not be on Mac. So that's going to come later for all the Mac users. Let's see how to join early access. So there's going to have these starter packs, okay, and it'll grant you access to the game. To my understanding, the game's going to be free to play when it launches proper, but early access, the cheapest one is $30 US. And let's see, let's look at this starter pack. So early access supporter packs, so $30 for the base one, and that's basically going to get you 300 points and the key to access the early play build. And the 300 points are also, you're going to be able to use those on cosmetics, which is really, really cool. So you're paying 30 to get in, but you're getting $30 worth of points to spend on microtransactions, which is, you can get like a stash tab or stuff like that. So really, really cool. And they have a ton of stuff. They have a $60 bundle, $100 if you want to spend all the way up to like 400 something dollars. But it comes with art books, hoodies, t-shirts, really rare, not rare, but like really like elaborate cosmetics. And you can see the whole list here. It's on their page. You can go through all that. I personally will I'm going to be cheap. I'm going to buy the $30 one, and that way I can just play the game. Now, the one cool thing they did say is that if you buy the $30 one to start off with, but then you want to upgrade to the next tier or the one after that or whatever, you get all the previous tiers rewards also. So it's not like you're locked out of anything depending on what tier you buy. So they're really thinking out, of everybody, which is really cool. So like if I buy the $100, I'm going to get everything in the $100 plus all the stuff from the 60 and the 30. Super, super cool stuff. So this also was saying that if you, like all your cosmetics from PoE 1 are going to work in PoE 2, not all of them will work right in the beginning, but they said that they all will carry over. So that's like golden. Also, if you are someone who has spent more than like 400 and something dollars on Path of Exile 1, you're supposed to get a copy of Path of Exile 2 for free, or as far as the early access goes. So that's also really cool. And this tells you if you purchase on consoles and how to redeem, and will you be able to download the client. Let's see, what are some other important ones here? How much stash tabs, and is it under NDA? Can you talk? So there's no NDA. So As soon as early access starts, you can jump in, you can stream, make videos, the whole nine, and go to town. So this is where I'm gonna switch to quit blabbing about the early access packs and talk just kind of my thoughts about what I saw with the 1 hour video. This is a trailer. This is just the trailer for the early access. So the early access is going to be acts 1 through 3, and then a big portion of the end game. Now they said the acts 4, 5, and 6 will come much later, at like either at the main launch or after it or something. And in the interim, you're going to play through acts 1 through 3 a second time on cruel difficulty. And then you get to the end game, I guess. And they're saying that this is about 25 hours of campaign playtime. And then the end game is like, kind of infinite, I guess, technically. So just some comments on the 1 hour gameplay reveal that they did, which, you know what? I wonder if I have it here. We'll go back because I just want to go through some clips here. So this is, like I said, this is like a long, I think it's 1 hour and 20 minutes directly from the developers. It is insane how much content is going to be in this game in the early access, which is like only half of the game in total. What they showed in this hour-long video, and the fact that that's only half of the game, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. I want to actually kind of quote something that Asmongold said. Asmongold said that he believes that this is the next generation of ARPGs. And after everything I've seen in this developer video, I have to agree with him. I don't want this video to turn into like a trash Diablo type of video, but I will say the stark contrast between what they're showing here and Diablo 4, even after a year of like tooling and tweaking and an expansion and everything else with Diablo 4, you can go through and watch this video from Path of Exile 2, and time after time after time, you're sitting here thinking to yourself, how is this real? Like, how is this so good and everything that we've been asking for and more? And the difference between this and Diablo 4 is night and day, and it's almost embarrassing to Blizzard. And again, I'm not trying to purposely throw shade at Blizzard. I'm just calling out what I see, which is, again, do yourself a favor when you're done listening to me rambling. Go and watch this whole hour. Take the time out of your day. It's extremely informative. As a gamer, it'll blow your mind with all the options you see. Like, they're only in early access. We're only getting the first half of the campaign. We're getting a big end game. We're only gonna get 6 of the 12 classes that are going to be available at launch. So we're only getting half of the classes of character classes, and to think that there's like, when you see all these character classes and the skill trees and what they do and what they can do and what your characters can do, it's just, again, I'm at a loss for words, really. It's really interesting stuff. It looks amazing. I don't see how anybody's going to play through this and get to end game and do that on all 6 classes before the game launches. I mean, there are some diehards. Never underestimate people. But I mean, you see this. You see these like skill trees. Like, look at this. I mean, for a lot of people, this is going to be like extremely overwhelming. But I'm telling you, they explain it in really great detail. All the ways it works, all the different paths you can take, all the synergies, and like how you're not locked down to this tree or that tree. They have weapon swapping where you can choose a path on the tree here on one weapon, and then when you switch to a weapon, it activates a whole separate, node of the tree. And like, in case you want to mix and match your on the fly weapon builds and stuff like that, it is kind of overwhelming, but like, again, if you listen to the whole thing, it's pretty incredible. So I don't know what else I could really say about that. I mean, the end game for this is like this video, the saying how they say like, but wait, there's more. they must have done that like 8 times in this video. They're like, yeah, we got this and this. And they talk about this for 10 minutes. And then they're like, and then we have this. And then like 20 minutes of that. And then we have this. And it just kept going. And this is only like half of the game. So I'm sitting here just looking at all this craziness that they're doing. And I never really got into PoE 1. I played maybe an hour of it, and I just ended up playing other games. But I did play Diablo 4. I beat the campaign. I played a little bit of the end game, and then I fell off. I didn't play the new expansion. I lost interest. Diablo 4 just didn't really turn out what I wanted it to be, wanted it to be, and that's okay. This, however, just really, there's so much going on. So, I mean, with that, I guess we can leave it at that. That's a 10-minute video. I mean, I could just go on all day, but the best way to find out more is to go watch this video. They talk about everything you can expect in early access. And even though it seems like they spoil a lot, it's really barely scratching the surface, which is crazy to say. So do me a favor, let me know in the comments if you found the video useful. If you're going to go watch this video, go check out the information. And if you're going to be doing early access in PoE 2, if so, what guilds are you running? Are you joining a guild, or are you a first-timer? I'm more or less a first-timer to PoE, technically. And yeah, I want to hear from you guys in the comments. And then you can go check out their video on their YouTube here. And then, of course, you can go to their website and look at the FAQ, as well as all the different packs and all the stuff you get out of them. And then, and that's pretty much it. So do me a favor, leave a comment on the video, hit the like button. It really helps me out with the algorithm. And don't forget to hit the bell notification so you don't miss future videos. With that, appreciate you watching. My name's HELMETFIRE, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.
HELMETFIRE.